Alright, so new Formula One season is just a few days away. Not really. A new Formula One season is going to be right up our alley in the next few months. And having said that, there is something that I've been meaning to discuss for a long time now, and that is 2022 drivers lineup. So let's talk about it. Alright, so I'm going to be starting with the bottom. And speaking of bottom, Haas. Haas has been doing terribly bad. When they came into Formula One, they looked really promising. They, I think, finished 5th in one of their initial seasons, and it felt like they knew what they were getting into with a good Ferrari engine in the back. Things were looking good. After losing Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen, things went south. Both the new drivers, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin, could not really get a lot out of the package they were given by the Haas team. Given that both the drivers have good talent, the car itself was not at the best of the performance. But I think I know why, because 2022 sees a complete overhaul of the cars and the regulations, and Haas probably thought that let's just put a bunch of money for the new season instead of developing a car that we know is not going to be performing good anyways, and just giving the two new drivers a chance to get into Formula One and get into the hang of what F1 takes out of you. But anyways, both the drivers are retained for another season, and I really hope Mick Schumacher gets off to a good start in 2022. He deserves it. We know from Formula 2 that he is a great driver and he definitely deserves a seat. I felt like he would have gone to Alfa Romeo and did much better there, but well, it is what it is. It is what happened, and I'm happy that he's in Formula One, but I feel like there's much more to this young superstar. And right above Haas is Williams, who has not been doing too hot for the past few seasons, but this year Williams came out with scoring a few points, which is better than their last few years of performance, and all credit goes to none other than George Russell. I'm not saying that Latifi is not a great driver, but George Russell really pulled out all the stops. For the past few years since he's been in Williams, he is getting the most out of that package, and he definitely deserves a seat in Mercedes, where he's going the next year. He's been replaced by Alex Albon, who is a former Red Bull employee, and he had a disappointing season. Red Bull dropped him for Sergio Perez, as we all know, but I'm really happy for the guy. He's getting a second chance, which not a lot of drivers do, and I think Williams is gonna be hoping that he retains the same form that got him from Toro Rosso or AlphaTauri now to Red Bull. He's gonna regain that confidence. He's been in a car that is not the best at performing, but he's gotten the most out of the car, and I feel like he can do the same, and he's going to be able to replace George Russell in a very good way. Speaking of George Russell, his partner Nicholas Latifi for this season has not done bad as well. He's been doing okay. I wouldn't say he's at the level where George Russell is, but having said that, he has had lesser experience than him, and I feel like we still need to give him another year to probably settle down. I think he will be the next guy who gets promoted to a new team, unless Albon just pulls out all the stops and performs just amazing. But things are looking up for Williams, unless they go downhill again in 2022. I really hope they don't. That team does have a winning mentality, and I really hope they come out on top, at least in the midfield battle, and then get their way up from there. And then hopefully we see Williams on podium again, just like George Russell, even though that Belgium Grand Prix doesn't really consider as a race, but it is what it is. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching part 1 of this 3-part series video. I'm going to be releasing the next 2 parts very soon, so please do look out for that. So like, share, subscribe, do all that good old stuff, because it really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.